just goes up, right? It just goes up, goes up, goes up. Doesn't want to actually pull the robot settings back on it on Friday and said, hey, I think it's going to pull back, and it just popped up again.
Yeah, look, this last week's been quite interesting, and there was a pullback at the end of last week, and a bit of congestion, and then guess what? We had this almighty move up here on Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning, beginning of the week. And what was that? If you want to have a guess.
What was that?
Contracts expired. And that was the run up. And if that doesn't give you an idea, that candle there, because contracts expired, if that doesn't give you an idea where most people think that oil is going to go, not sure what will.
Just so everyone's got $90 to $100 on it, right? Everybody's got a chop at $90 to $100. But it is right on some resistance as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So the rest of the week, once the contract expired, and then we just had a bit of a nothing week, and then there was a bit of chop around, and that chop came from OPEC starting to talk about easing supply restrictions again. And whilst there wasn't a manic retracement on oil this week, it was certainly a bit choppy. It wasn't really going up until it decided, oh, okay, we really should be going long. And then we just had this one single bar at the end of the week. It just went, and that was it. But the rest of the week has been a bit of a chop after expiry contracts. And that was it. But I can see it is amazing because, you look back and we can say, when it was at $30, people were very excited thinking that it might go to 50. When it got to 50, people saying, oh, do you think it'll get to 70? And now we're at 70, and it's really held its own above 70 now for the last, well, apart from that little dip, it didn't stay down there very long though. It just, as you said, the pundits are all talking about, and the trader sentiment as well, is that it's going to go to 100. So is it possible? Yeah, probably. But if you just pop across here and have a little look on my monthly chart, we're coming into this nice strong level of resistance. So once we get up to around that 75 mark, I would imagine we can expect a little bit of resistance before, we've broken the 200 simple moving average on a monthly chart, and there's been no retest of that. So I would expect if we get to 75 during this week, expect a little bit of chop to get on our bike up to 100. So just be mindful of that, guys. That's a really strong level we're coming into trading oil long.
Cheers, Ainslie. Thank you very much. The big part with trading oil at the moment is getting some pullbacks to trade, right?
Yeah. So I don't think it'll be. I think we'll get to 75, and then it'll be a bit of a bumpy ride backwards and forwards. I think until we get clear of that level and get it retested, and then move forward. But that's just a very technical level. Yeah,
I've got to say, I tend to agree with you. The 74.70 on mine, I've got it out, and certainly in that area around 74.70, 75.20, somewhere in there. There's certainly some stuff in the way. I've been interested to see, if it does go through that in a hurry, it'd be pretty, all of a sudden, 100 comes into play pretty quickly, but I'd be expecting it to pull back off that a little bit first. Thank you very much, Ainslie.
Yep. Okay. Have a good week.
Look, it's great that they're not at school, because that means that you don't have to do any day schooling, but really they can't go out, right? So school holidays are still camping at home with mum, right?
That's right. And even some of the shops around here, to whip down to, it's right next door to one of the hotspots as well. Oh, really? So yeah, we've got hotspots right on our doorstep, so they're not going anywhere at all. But plenty of things to do. We'll teach them things like ironing, dusting, vacuuming.
Well, one thing in your house, Ainslie. I reckon there's some people in your house can do that stuff already. Why do you teach them how to trade gold?
Because gold's going nowhere. Actually, yeah, my younger one's more interested in trading than my older one, who is more interested in spending the returns from trading gold. So,
there's a few people around that love doing that, let me tell you. Cheers, Ainslie. Thank you very much. Have a good, safe week. Take care over there and do stay safe.